Welcome to today's episode, which is dedicated now to the new moms. So, if you are a new mom, it is a must for you. If you are about to become a mom, then please listen in. But also, basically, if you are a seasoned mom, you are going to feel validated. I'm going to tell you more about matrescence, about this huge shift that we are going through. So, if you're a new mom, then this episode is really dedicated for you. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking about you, what you're going through. I'm sharing more also about my own experience when I became a mom. And I also want to share more about what it truly means of becoming a mother. So today we talk about the identity shift of the mother. And this one is really an important topic because what you can see basically everywhere is just this rainbows and daisies thing. Like, when the little baby just came out and they look so beautiful and they are latching without problem and they're just hugging in this pink, comfortable unicorn angels, whatever picture when the mom is happy and melting and the baby's there breastfeeding. And like when your experience is different from that, then it's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? This is not how I experience this. And it's so easy to feel like you are not a good enough mom, that you are doing something wrong because you don't feel that immediate bonding and beauty and perfection. So, this episode is really going to make you feel relieved and seen. And just really, I'm going to reassure you that you are an amazing mother. You are a good enough mother just because you have less than a perfect experience while you are becoming a mother. So I'm going to tell you more about what is this identity change, what it can influence, how you can experience this. Then I'm going to share more about matrescence. Have you heard about this word already? Then I will tell you what are the three things that are actually hindering the identity change process. And then I also tell you three steps to navigate this identity change. So let's jump in because, as I said, this is like if I would have known all of this, if I would have heard so honestly, so raw and straight, like how I'm about to share all this with you as a new mom, as a pregnant mom, oh my gosh, I'm sure like whole other things would turned out to be so different for me. Because what happened for me is I told you about this already. I was so much in awe, like waiting for a little girl. My pregnancy was beautiful and perfect, and we were so ready to meet our baby girl. But then I had 4 days of 10 minutes contractions at night. I was completely fogged up and exhausted by the day of the delivery. And when I met my girl, all I felt was emptiness and exhaustion. And then I didn't even consider then how much everything is going to change in my life. So today's episode is not about PPD, it's not about me, it's more about normalizing that when we become a mother, that is an identity change. You were not a mother and now you become a mother, and that role, that identity becomes so important and so big in your life. And that is influencing everything in your life. So, we have this expectation that somehow we gave birth. Congratulations, mama. And now you have your life. Again, just continue as before. Just on the top of it, now you have a baby. And this is bullshit. So when you are a new mom and you feel like, oh my God, I don't even know who I am. I'm broken into pieces. My life changed so much. I don't even know who I am or what I want. It's completely normal. So, number one, I want to normalize here is that you feel broken. You feel lost or stuck. You feel like, what the heck is happening? It's so normal. The second thing I want to normalize when we become a mother, we are also losing our old self. And that is a grieving process. It's okay to miss your old life. It's okay to grieve your old self. That spontaneity, that freedom, just hanging around with friends wherever you picked the timing, or sleeping late, and weekends just staying up late and then staying in the bed until 9, 10 a.m. Like, it's so okay to miss those parts of your life. It doesn't mean that you're a bad mom. It doesn't mean that you don't appreciate your baby, your new life. It simply means that you are in the matrescence process. So grieving the old and grieving what you had is actually a very important part of the identity change. So what is matrescence? Matrescence is the process of becoming a mother. It is a process. And I really want you to hear me when I say it is a process. Because this is not that you gave birth and like, woo, voila, now you're a mom, you know everything, how to do, what to do. You know exactly now life as it was, and now you just go on with, on top of it with a kid. No, becoming a mom changed maybe everything for you. It changed your body, it changed your hormones, it changed your brain, literally, like it is changing our brain. It changed how you see yourself in the world. It changed how you have your connection maybe with your partner, with your husband. It changes your relationship. It changes how much time you have. It changes how much energy you have. It changes really also your career. Like, maybe you were a very ambitious lawyer, a corporate leader, and now you are in pieces and you cannot even imagine going back to that really intense job. It is so common, by the way, that so many moms are changing careers because it is fucking life changing, altering. Like, so much of the things are changing when we become a mother. So this is such a disservice towards mothers. I'm just really looking out of my window because there is a storm, rain, whatever coming up. So I hope I'm just going to have a beautiful connection for you to hear me later. So this is such a huge change for us. It's such a disservice when we just minimize this, when we don't really see the struggle in it, when we don't see how life altering and life changing this whole process is. So matrescence, as I said, it is really a process. So if it takes time for you, if you're not bonding with your baby right away, nothing has gone wrong. When you are questioning who you are as a mother now, what you should do, or you feel confused because there are just way too much information, way too many type of opinions, etc. It is just so normal. I want you to see that what you are going through now, it is a huge change, and there is nothing wrong with you if you feel like you just need time. And we need also support. I'm going to tell you more about that later. So, matrescence is a process. How adolescence is a process. Actually, it takes years. Now, how long do you think postpartum period takes? Because, for example, in the US, you are supposed to go back to work like what, after like 2 weeks and 4 weeks? Like, insane, insane. And postpartum period, now new research actually says it can take up to years, for some 3, 4, 5, 6 years, that you really truly feel like yourself again. And it's not to discourage you, because this period, it's not only about losing yourself. It's not only about losing who you were, that freedom and spontaneity. It's also about becoming a mother, a confident, powerful woman, and really recreating your life. It's an opportunity to recreate your life the way you want. Getting rid of friendships, for example, that's also so common in motherhood, that are not serving and not resonant anymore with you. Upgrading your standards, like really being cautious also with your energy and time. Like, this is also a beautiful change for the better. But as all changes, it also comes with the loss, with the grieving of your old self. So if now you feel that you are in the trenches, you are broken, you are in pieces, just please listen to me. There is nothing wrong with you. Please, please, please listen closely. If you have any type of thoughts stating that you're not a good enough mom because XYZ, because how you feel, because whatever you are thinking about, maybe you are not a motherhood material, maybe you are not cut out for motherhood because this is your experience, less than perfect experience, then let me assure you that there is nothing wrong with you. This shit is hard. Becoming a mother is hard. Breastfeeding is hard. Like when you are literally still bleeding, you cannot figure out maybe breastfeeding, which is supposed to be so natural and easy. And you have millions of questions and you are sleep deprived, which is a military torture. You feel so tired, so sleep deprived, exhausted. You don't know what to do. You have millions of questions. Your whole life just changed upside down. And then you still do take care of your baby. You still do your best. You still try the breastfeeding. You still try to help when she or he is crying. You still do your best. You are a hero surviving the most, literally the hardest first few weeks and month. And I promise to you that it's going to get better. And if you feel still lost, and in pieces after a month of giving birth, then just remind yourself that matrescence can take time. It's a process and there is nothing wrong with you. But there are certain things that are actually hindering, and there are certain things that can help you during this identity change process. So, number one, that is really a hinder during this process is expectations. Like it can be expectations like bouncing back or go back to work sooner than you would be ready. How you look, how you are doing certain things with the baby, how breastfeeding should be going, for example, so smoothly without any problems. Or your baby is just not sleeping that promised 3 hours. Period. Mine, my second son, definitely my son did not. Like I was a zombie. I was completely crazy. And obviously my expectation was like a newborn baby is going to sleep for 3 hours. And then he did not. And he woke up every hour, like killing me. And then I was frustrated and just not myself in the first few weeks because that level of tiredness, it was insane. So the first thing that is really hindering the identity change process is really your expectation, how you should be, how you should feel, how you should behave. There's no should. Just give yourself the space and time to really like adjust to your new chapter, adjust to the new norm, adjust, and then later on create on purpose. But for now, just give yourself the space and time to adjust without the expectation how you should do things, how you should feel. The second is again a biggest hinder in during this identity change process is that you are not supported in this change. This can be a huge hinder. So when we think that somehow this change is supposed to just happen naturally and overnight and whatever, then we expect ourselves to feel like us again, to feel like you were maybe a confident person, very you knew what you wanted, and now you feel in pieces and broken. Like what's wrong with me? What is this situation, this whole scenario now? Like what's going on? So, if you're not supported in the change, if you don't know the nature of change, then you might think that there's something wrong with you. But there is nothing wrong with you. Change, as I said, requires losing that part of you. It may require grieving process from you. And change, in this case, because I'm also a change worker, and many change can happen so fast in the brain when we are doing the rewiring process in the brain. But in this case, it is an identity change when you are becoming the mother. So the change, nature of change, is also including that you are now figuring out, you are now adjusting to this new period, to your baby, to also the bonding is a process. So just know the nature of the change here is part of sometimes just having a bad day, a bad moment, crying and thinking about your old life, and then having also something new, something hopeful for the future. But this is a process. Number three, the third hinder during this period is the pressure. Most of the time, what I see is the time pressure. I should. I already should feel better. Like 2 months went by. Why, why don't I feel better or like myself again? Or 3 months went by. I should be able to go back to work because, where is my brain? Why don't I miss my work, for example? Like time pressure can be a huge hinder, not giving yourself the time and the space that you need to really becoming the mother who you are meant to be. And now let's go to the last part of today's episode where I really want to help you to create your identity. Like, really see this identity change that it's not only broken pieces, it's not only everything is fogged up, it is also, literally, also the opportunity to recreate yourself the way you want. And that is basically what I do with young mothers in my mom recharge program. It's a 12-week program where we literally go through several areas of life: confidence, time, energy, relationship, career, and for a reason. Because those areas, every area of our lives, are changed. They are affected and influenced heavily by us becoming a mother. And that's okay. Nothing has gone wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. And again, there is nothing wrong with you. This is a process, and this process of becoming a mom is really influencing all areas of our lives. So, I want to help you now with these three things, the three steps that are actually going to help you to navigate this identity change and kind of find yourself, recreate yourself again. Number one is really acceptance. Accepting that you might feel now weird or different. Acceptance that now you have less time, now you have less energy and sleep. Acceptance that it can take time to feel like yourself again. Acceptance that this is a huge change now in your life. And don't expect yourself to be somewhere else, to be somebody else, to do it somehow differently. Just first, just acceptance that it is hard. Yes, becoming a mother is hard. And I'm so sorry if it's harder for you. If you feel that, whether it happened during your birth or in the first few weeks, like, I'm so sorry. I feel you. I see you. But first, it's really acceptance that, yes, this is hard and I am in the middle of the change. Just accept that you did nothing wrong and there is nothing wrong with you. This shit is hard. Then the second step is we move from this passive acceptance to activity. So I really highly encourage you to be proactive in this change as soon as you feel the first seeds of motivation, first seeds of literally this curiosity of how do I want my life to look like now? What do I want to do now? What kind of a mother I want to be now? When you feel the first seeds, this is the opportunity now to be proactive and then really recreate yourself the way you want. As I said, this is exactly what I do with my clients in my Mom Recharge program because you deserve to feel recharged and not lost, but really having a life that you want, that you are intentionally creating now as a mother. And then the third step is support. We need support. I just had that earlier episode on this podcast that the number one challenge of modern motherhood is not having the support. And I think, I don't know, but I really do believe that my own journey and my um, kind of period in postpartum depression, and also when I felt so lost and alone, even though I had an amazing supportive husband, kind of would have been different, I think, if I would have had really family and more women around me to really like be the village so I can have a moment, more moments actually, per day for myself, kind of also prioritizing myself during that process. So now I help women to actually do that. Now I help mothers to really prioritize themselves because I do believe that's the key. So support can be anything that you wish, literally. It can be like physical support that you hire a babysitter, that you hire a night nanny, that you hire a cleaning lady, somebody who is helping you and helping with the baby, something that you really wish for, that you wish that it's not you who has to do it, you have the support. You can definitely also hire more for your mental health. Go to therapist, go to a coach, hire a mom coach in that very delicate first few months so you don't feel isolated and alone. And definitely, it's just a side note. If you feel really down, and it's not the first month, because the first month is crazy, emotionally, mentally, sleep deprived, hormonal changes. But if you feel really down, very anxious, very depressed, very not yourself, like you don't see any light at the end of the tunnel, please, please, please talk to your doctor, really seek professional help because postpartum depression is a thing. Postpartum anxiety is a thing, and it hits so many mothers that we don't normalize talking about it. So we think that we are the minority here. No, I can tell you, majority actually of the mothers are going through this shit. So please, please, please ask for support. Reach out for support. You don't have to suffer alone. I swear. So I really just as a wrap up of today's episode, I want to validate you and validate your feelings when you feel like this shit is hard. What did I do to my life? It's so hard. I'm dying here. It is hard, but I promise to you that it is going to get better. It is going to be easier. You are going to adjust. And most importantly, if you really pay attention to actually recreate your life now, like really use this as an opportunity to very intentionally recreate your life as a mother with more confidence, taking good care of your family, but also taking good care of yourself, then this is an amazing shift into growth. You are becoming more powerful, more confident, and more of the strong woman than ever before. And I have this free training, Get Your Ping Back, for a reason. I'm sure you heard that actually flamingos are losing their ping when they are parenting. And this is exactly what it feels like when you are in your sweatpants and mom bun and you haven't showered for days. It's like definitely this is how it feels like I fucking lost my pink. I don't even know where my little rose is. It's like gone. And it feels like you are stuck in that colorless era. But let me assure you again, it's not gonna last forever. So I created this free training, Get Your Ping Back, for a reason. If you are still in the trenches, in the first, I would say 2 to 3 months, they talk about the fourth trimester for a reason. Maybe it is not yet for you, but come back and definitely download it from my website. For now, it is a free training, so really take the advantage and download it. It is a 5-day email series. Each day, you get a different video, a different email to really teach you more about how you can get your ping back. So, if this is not the right time for you yet, because you are really literally in the trenches of the first few weeks, then just make sure that you set a reminder in a few weeks and then you come back and then you download that from my website because you deserve to get your pin back. And for now, wherever you are, just know that whatever your automatic thoughts are telling you, that you should do better, that you are not good enough, that you are falling behind, these are not true. You can challenge those thoughts because becoming a mother is fucking hard. It is challenging. It is a huge change. So it is okay if you need space, if you need time, if you need support. There's nothing wrong with you. So just know it is going to get better. You are going to get your ping back, I swear. And you are a good enough mom by doing your best. I'm so, so, so happy that you were here with me today and so grateful that you listened in today too. I keep serving you. So talk to you next time. Bye.